Hi everyone, my name is Melanie Hache and I'm a metabolic balance coach, also a holistic nutritionist consultant, and I also have a background in biochemistry. I have a bachelor's and a master's in biochemistry. And today I want to talk to you all about what is Metabolic Balance Program. So we're going to go through slides, see if it works. Perfect. So we're going to go and cover what is Metabolic Balance Program, how it works, why is it so effective. We're going to talk about why it's the leading program in the weight loss industry. And I wanted to pause just a minute and say, while we do see here talking about weight loss, it is a positive impact that you'll see, positive, effect from following the program. But it is not the only thing that I like to mention to my clients. You'll notice as well, you'll have more energy, you'll have less brain fog, hormonal balances, less imbalances, I should say, more imbalance. Um, and then you will see as well, like stress will be lower, nutrition wise, you'll feel like fuller. You'll feel like, every meal you'll be like, okay, I ate this and I feel good afterwards. You'll not be, feeling that, oh my God, I need to go sleep now. The sugar crash that we see sometimes when we eat. We'll talk about as well what does the coaching process looks like, working with me for the next 3 months, what it could look like, and what is included and what is the cost. Okay, so what is metabolic balance? It's an innovative all-natural nutrition program that brings balance to your hormones. Like I already mentioned, you'll see this will be positive for you. Optimizes your health, leads to a new invigorating lifestyle, resulting in successful long-term weight management. You'll see as well, I think it says further down, it's achieving your optimal body weight. So for each of us, that could be a different number. And this program has been developed over 25 years by a doctor in Germany called Dr. Wolf Funfact. And he had tried with testing and all that on his patients. He developed something that was designed to heal inflammation and help reverse metabolic syndrome. So if you are somebody that may be on a GLP-1 drug or having symptoms or seeing that you may be pre or are diabetic, this program could be beneficial for you as well. We'll talk about insulin in a couple of slides, and we'll see, that the program can help regulate your insulin. So it is offered right now only to a dedicated physician and nutrition consultants like myself. So what is metabolic balance? The foundation of the program is unique capability to develop a truly personalized nutrition plan. That is something that I like because it's based on unique blood values. So it's not Melanie had these, blood values, and then I could just copy paste and here is your plan. This is not how it works. You would go see your doctor and they would provide you with blood work requisition. I would give you the list of all the blood work that's required for the testing. And then with these values, we would have then a nutrition plan that acts as your roadmap. I like those words. And it could be based then on natural foods you should eat in order to help your blood sugar to be in the normal range, and then in the end, reaching your desired weight and health goals. Metabolic balance is 100% natural. I like to mention that because, there's so many companies out there. They're like, oh my God, buy my shake, buy my, supplements, buy my prescribed injections. Maybe, like I said earlier, maybe you are on the GLP-1 at this time, and maybe you are looking into alternatives because you may not like the way you feel after, having this prescribed injection. But through the metabolic balance program, if you follow it, You could see, positive changes, and then your doctor could be, oh my God, actually, you don't need this full dose. We can actually reduce it this month, or so and so on, so forth. Again, as a nutritionist, a holistic nutritionist, you will never see me to say, do not take your meds. This is not something that I would recommend. But you'll see, I've seen it in the past, clients that had positive changes and that were able to get off their high blood sugar, blood sugar, but I wanted to say high blood pressure medication and all that. You'll see as well, like the plan is based on local grocery store products that you would purchase, farmers markets, products that you could get as well. So it's not something that, it's not something that you order off online food and say, okay, this is, a box set created for you to lose weight. This is not what it is. So what to expect in this program? Weight loss, we've already touched a little bit on that. Improved energy, better sleep. I don't know who wants that, but I do. Improved moods, less bowel and stomach problems. I work a lot with clients that have gut issues, and often they'll say, "Oh my God, like if I eat this, I feel really sick. If I eat this afterwards, I have headaches. I may be improving." Experiencing mood swings or feeling tired. So with the Metabolic Balance Program, I'm able to more guide you because it's really based on your blood values. And then again, like I was mentioning earlier, some clients have, seen these incredible results, potential reduction or even eliminating the need for high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetic medication. Again, hormonal balances. If you're perimenopause like myself, you may be experiencing these awesome changes in your body, and you're like, oh my God, I need help. I need something. Well, metabolic balance could be something that could fit for you. And again, if your body is, in homeostasis, as we call it, you have better sleep, you have more energy, you eat the proper food that is based for your blood work, you'll see an improved immune function as well. All right. And also you can see reduced allergies and intolerances because in particular, you could be, eating some things that could be spiking your blood sugar and then causing you to have, lower rate of being able to digest properly. So again, this could help with reduce allergies, intolerances. Will be helping, I don't want to use the word fix, but helping maintain, gut flora in a proper way and all that, because it's low inflammation diet that brings in. So if you're experiencing any joint inflammation pain at the moment, if you're bending your legs and your arms in a particular way, they go, oh my God, if I get up, I have back pain and all that, it could maybe help. Also saving money because this program is not, something that you have to pre-purchase. It's not, like I said, it's not a box that you have to order every month of, $100, $200 value of shakes or supplements and all that. It's based on your weekly grocery that you would be getting at the grocery store. Highest success rate for lifelong health benefits and weight. So it's not a diet, it's a life plan. It's it's something that you can continue doing for your whole life. There's also been positive changes in persons that have PCOS, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, again, because you're losing weight. They're maintaining their insulin levels in proper, no spiking and all that. So in the end, it's all positive. How does metabolic balance work? So there's 8 rules. I would cover more in details with my clients as well, answer any type of questions they may have, but just quickly, it's based on eating exactly 3 well-balanced meals throughout the day, no snacking. I know I'm a big snacker. I know what it is, but often when I do notice that I snack, it's because I didn't eat, a well-balanced meal in the meal prior to me wanting the snacks. And then ensuring there's a 5 hour break between meals. So a certain like fasting effect that we would do 2 times a day. And making sure that the meals are no longer than 60 minutes. Again, it's to help your body to be able to digest properly and to keep it in that short window. It's just better for your body. Beginning every meal with 1 or 2 bites of the protein portion. Again, this is to send a signal to your body that, oh my God, we're actually eating. I need to produce these type of hormones that help with the digestion and digestive enzymes as well to help with the digestion. So it's all linked together why we're recommending this. Be sure to have one kind of protein per meal and avoiding to having more than one. We're big fans of eating, oh, we'll have steak and then we'll have, I don't know, like, I always talk about this when I see that surf and turf. You would have steak and then you would have lobster, let's say. Well, this is a lot for your body because it's like, oh my God, I have 2 types of protein to digest. So it just takes longer for your body to digest. Making sure that you have 3 different proteins throughout the day would be easier. So in the morning, you could have like arboreal eggs, let's say. At lunchtime, you could have chicken. And in the end of the day, you could have either beef or pork, depending on what is the protein type in your plan. If possible, do not eat after 9 p.m. Again, if you're a shift worker, you may say, Melanie, this could not work. I need to eat, after 9 p.m. And this will be okay. Like we would, look at your plan, look at your day to day and make adjustments as required. Also drinking the quantity of water calculated for you based on yourself because we see a lot of trends. Oh my God, you have to drink between 2 and 3 liters of water. Depending on weight is what the amount of water should be. And the 8 rule is to eat an apple a day with one of your meals. So apple, we know it's rich in fiber. And I would go into more details about why the apple is so important with you on one-on-one. But the apple, we would recommend eating it either at lunchtime or at dinner, and being the last thing that you have. Like it would be like your dessert in a way. All right, so elevated insulin levels. Like I mentioned earlier, you may be experiencing this if you're taking the time to listen to my video. Maybe you are one of these people that is, at this time having higher insulin levels. Seeing those blood sugar spikes. I sometimes, notice it that, oh my God, I had this for lunch, and then I'm like, oh my God, I just want to go sleep. So again, for the metabolic balance, you would have less episodes of that. So insulin level, let's imagine if it's high, cholesterol would be high as well. Triglycerides could be high. That's the fat concentration in the blood. And then you would see adrenaline because your body is like, okay, like if, it's in a higher stress because it's fighting to digest more. And then you would have the cortisol, stress hormone would be spiking as well. That's where it affects your sleep. Melatonin would be lowered, sorry. Clicking. DHEA. Okay, there was a little glitch. So lowered amount of DHEA production by your body. This is important because DHEA is like an hormone that is, like, especially in perimenopause, it's important because she's there to help maintain all your hormones levels at the proper levels. If DHEA is off balance, like it can affect, estrogen, it can affect progesterone, and one of these, thyroid as well, could be affected. And any of these would be affected. That could mean, less sleep, feeling sluggish after a meal, and feeling stress is not well maintained due to the high cortisol and adrenaline in this case. And in all this, because your body is so like in a fight or flight mode, it's not breaking down fat because right now it's trying to keep you safe. And when we are in a fight or flight mode, when high cortisol is there, what happens, your body is not in the rest and digest mode. And what we want is to bring your body in the rest and digest mode. So with the metabolic balance, you would, do the opposite. You would see fat breaking down. You would see human growth hormone be higher. DHEA would get higher and melatonin would get higher. So insulin would get lower and all the rest on the left would get lower. I think you're getting the picture, right? The Metabolic Balance Program, just to be quickly again, we would go into more details in a one-on-one session with me. Preparation phase, we would have a strict phase. Certain things are avoided during that phase, in particular oils. And then relaxed phase, and then maintenance phase. Maintenance phase, that means you've been on the program, you've experienced weight loss, you've experienced the benefits of, not having those spikes of insulin. Your body is well, how do you say that? It's well reacting to all this, and then you're in maintenance phase at that point. So personal food list could look like this in a program. So you would get like a program like this. My filter's on, but there's multiple pages. So there's what, 30 maybe? I don't know how many pages, but the beauty of this is it's all explains like the eight steps that I talked about and all that. The metabolic balance phases, everything is in there. So it's all based as well how much water you would have to drink. It's all in there. And as you can see, there would be different types of protein that you can enjoy during the day. There would be different carbohydrates as well. You'll notice that there's no except for when you get to the maintenance phase, you may want to introduce some white flour if you wish. But you'll notice that the bread, the carbohydrate part about, you won't see any rice in there right away. It'll be like crispy rye bread, whole grain rye bread. But if you're, don't get scared. You see there's a lot of different carbohydrates within veggies and fruits that you can still enjoy. We'll be going through this together. What the plan could look like. So you'll see there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 5-hour time period between each meals, finished by 9 p.m. at the latest. There would be different suggestions. I know mine has, at least 3 on mine as well, like that. And then we would go and have, you don't have, but you can see that there's different amounts versus like if it's a fat, if it's a grain, if it's veggies, fruits, or protein, and the bread would be like the rye bread in this case that would be included. So you'll see like some days the bread is in the breakfast, other days there's no bread in the breakfast, but there's bread at lunch and at dinner. So, all right. So when it comes to the nutritional consultation, we would have a first appointment, first meeting with myself. You would complete the intake form. We would evaluate your goals, looking at what are you looking into getting into the Metabolic Balance Program for? Is it to achieve more energy in your day to day? Is it to have better sleep, hormonal balances throughout the day? And then maybe also like managing stress, including more exercise in your day to day as well could be something. Welcome guide would be sent, and requisition form is given for blood work. Then once you get your blood work done, I get the information. We would schedule a second appointment. We would look into your plan that is based for you. And I would be able to answer any type of questions that you may have. We would have frequent communication during the first 16 of your plan. So you would have the preparation phase, and then you would have the strict phase, and then when we're at the phase 3 of the program, we would have a third appointment. So we would meet a third time. And then fourth appointment could be scheduled 6 weeks, in 6 weeks from the being in the phase 3. And then the fifth program would be at the 12 marker. And then a 6 months, not 6 months, but sixth appointment could be evaluating results in once you are in the maintenance phase. All right, so what is metabolic balance rate success? We've seen between 60 to 80% success rate. It's the only program that has a higher than 50% success rate in over 35 countries. So that's really amazing numbers. And it's globally the highest success rate. How much weight can I expect to lose? Again, this is not like the typical, oh my God, I drink a shake, I lose, I don't know, 15 pounds between the first 3-4 days because, you're fasting this time. A lot of the companies, they'll sell weight loss program, you have to buy the shakes, you have to buy the supplements. But like I already mentioned, with this it's not the same thing. This is a lifestyle. So it's more of maintaining weight loss across the board. So you'll see between 5 to 8% at the beginning during the first 16 days, and then 1 to 2% of your initial body weight per week. And then let's say you're at starting weight of 180, you could see maybe 9 to 14 pounds during the first 16 days, and then 1.5 to 3.5 pounds per week thereafter. So and up to when you would be, achieving your ideal weight. I clicked, but it didn't move. Okay, so what is included in the program? In the price you see below, it's including blood work to be done. In some provinces, there's an extra fee. The complete custom nutrition plan that will be based for your blood work that's done will be produced. So that includes the cost of to create the nutrition plan. I would also be sending you a bioelectrical and impedance scale. And this could help not only check how much weight you're losing, but also the visceral fat, the hydration level, the body fat percentage, and the muscle mass percentage in your body, which I feel is even more important than just the weight loss numbers, because weight loss, sometimes we'll go and we'll check and okay, I'm at this certain level, and a few days later, oh my God, I actually gained a pound or two. But then, a few days after, oh, I lost again. But not knowing where the weight loss is, but with this type of scale, we'll be able to look into that. So that's the important part. What's included as well in this price is 3 months personalized coaching with me. We'll be talking once a week. We're looking into looking at your numbers and all that, like I was mentioning with the scale, not just the weight loss. And this program, actually, it works without the yo-yo effect, or they need to try something else. There's nothing to order. It's just this program by itself. And once you have your nutrition plan, there's no additional cost ever again. You could always, book extra sessions with me one-on-one if you choose, but there's no extra costs after that. You'll always have your plan to revert back. So, if something happens, you're like, oh my God, no, especially if you're a woman and you decide to have a baby after you've done your plan. I will never say, no, you can't have a snack during the day. Yes, you will have opportunity to snack. And once you're done, breastfeeding and all that, you're no longer growing a body, a human baby, or feeding a human baby with your body. Then you'll be able to go back on the plan, and that could be something else that we could work together. Just one-on-one sessions after that. So the price, again, as you can see, is $1,499 plus tax, depending on which province that you live in. And yeah, I want to thank you for taking the time for to be with me today. And if you have any type of questions, it would be my pleasure to answer them. All right. Have a great day.